Coffee is one of the most popular drinks in the world, but its health effects are still widely discussed by scientists. Hello, dear viewers. Today, we will find out if coffee is useful for the human body, tell you why you should not give it up, and also answer the question that worries many. Is coffee useful or harmful for the cores? So watch the video to the end. By the way, in order not to miss a useful video about health, like, subscribe, and click on the bell. The health benefits of coffee, just the facts. For modern people, this drink has become an integral part of life. Someone starts the morning with an invigorating black coffee, and someone is not averse to spending the evening with a friend over a cup of cappuccino. However, in addition to the invigorating effect, caffeine has a preventive effect on a number of diseases, while it can provoke others. Let's figure it all out. Caffeine helps in the prevention of certain types of cancer. This is one of the most important benefits of coffee. Studies show that coffee consumption reduces the risk of developing cancer. This beneficial effect is associated with the presence of polyphenols, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory drugs such as caffeine and caffeic acid in the drink. The researchers concluded that regular coffee consumption in the amount of 150 to 300 milligrams per day is inversely proportional to the risk of developing primary hepatocellular cancer. Thoughts in my head become clearer. It becomes easier to focus on work, and ways to solve the most difficult issues are found. Have you ever wondered why this is happening? Coffee beans contain caffeine, which is a psychoactive stimulant. Caffeine blocks inhibitory neurotransmitters, and the central nervous system activates. You feel more energetic and focused. The effect is almost instantaneous. In addition, coffee increases the production of adrenaline, which stimulates the nervous system, keeps us awake, and improves our ability to concentrate. Clinical trials show that people who drink coffee remember information better, and their short and long-term memory improves. Coffee reduces the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease, has a preventive effect on the nervous system, and protects against degenerative diseases that can affect the brain. Caffeine increases the production of dopamine, which is necessary to protect against diseases such as Parkinson's disease, a disease of the elderly in which dopamine-producing neurons begin to die off. Drinking at least 2 cups of coffee a day reduces the risk of developing diseases such as Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and stroke. By the way, 1 cup is 150 milliliters of coffee. Researchers at the Institute for Scientific Information on Coffee claim that drinking 3 to 4 cups of ground coffee reduces the risk of developing dementia and Alzheimer's disease by 20%. Caffeine prevents the formation of amyloid plaques and neurofibrillary tangles in the brain. These are 2 signs of the development of Alzheimer's disease. Caffeine helps in the prevention of certain types of cancer. This is one of the most important benefits of coffee. Studies show that coffee consumption reduces the risk of developing cancer. This beneficial effect is associated with the presence of polyphenols, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory drugs such as caffeine and caffeic acid in the drink. The researchers concluded that regular coffee consumption in the amount of 150 to 300 milligrams per day is inversely proportional to the risk of developing primary hepatocellular cancer. Coffee is a good prevention of cardiovascular diseases. Recent studies claim that regular moderate coffee consumption, up to X cups per day, reduces the risk of developing cardiovascular diseases and stroke in a healthy person. Caffeine also normalizes low blood pressure. But we want to emphasize once again that this effect of coffee can only be considered in relation to healthy people who do not have cardiovascular diseases. For those suffering from cardiovascular diseases, it is believed that drinks containing caffeine are prohibited. But it's not like that. It has been proven that in hypertensive patients, if they are used to drinking coffee and do not do it for the first time, 1 or 2 cups of the drink will not have an effect on increasing blood pressure. And for people with low blood pressure, hypotension, coffee can even have a positive effect. There are also studies that say that regular consumption of coffee and strong tea reduces the risk of heart attacks and arrhythmias. However, it should not be forgotten that in each specific case, the consultation of the attending physician is necessary. The daily optimal portion of caffeine, which will not harm a healthy person, is 250 to 300 milligrams. This is about 1 to 3 cups of coffee. 1 cup requires 6 to 7 grams of ground coffee or 2 teaspoons without a slide. A cup of natural brewed coffee contains 90 to 130 milligrams of caffeine. The benefits of coffee for women. A French study involving women over the age of 65 who consumed more than 3 cups of coffee a day revealed significantly less deterioration in speech and memory function compared to women who drank 1 cup of coffee a day or abstained from it. However, no such results were recorded in the group of men studied. This indicates that elderly people who do not have contraindications for other concomitant diseases are not prohibited from drinking coffee, but the amount will be individual for each. Coffee also reduces the risk of depression in women. Researchers led by Misha Lucas found that women who drank 4 cups of caffeinated coffee or more were 20% less likely to suffer from depression than those who drank little or no alcohol. This is because coffee releases hormones such as dopamine and serotonin, which lift the mood and create a feeling of happiness. Gallstones are much more common in women than in men. This is due to changes in estrogen levels, taking birth control pills, and often higher cholesterol levels in the blood. The researchers conducted several trials with 2 groups of women. Some drank coffee regularly, others did not drink. Women who regularly consumed coffee had a minimal incidence of gallstones. Caffeine reduces the amount of cholesterol in the bile, thus minimizing the risk of gallstones by about 1/3. Caffeine helps in the prevention of certain types of cancer. This is one of the most important benefits of coffee. Studies show that coffee consumption reduces the risk of developing cancer. This beneficial effect is associated with the presence of polyphenols, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory drugs such as caffeine and caffeic acid in the drink. The researchers concluded that regular coffee consumption in the amount of 150 to 300 milligrams per day is inversely proportional to the risk of developing primary hepatocellular cancer. The benefits of coffee for men. Men who drink coffee are less likely to experience erectile dysfunction compared to those who do not drink it, regardless of weight and age. Coffee contains catecholamines, which have a stimulating effect on mood, motivation, increase the frequency of cardiovascular contractions and blood pressure, as well as endurance. But such an effect does not have a beneficial effect on everyone. Therefore, if there are problems with the cardiovascular system, it is better to consult a doctor. Coffee also reduces the risk of developing gout. Gout is an inflammatory form of arthritis that is more common in men due to high levels of uric acid in the body. Coffee helps keep uric acid low by lowering insulin levels, which in turn reduces the risk of kidney stones. Kidney stones are more common in men than in women. One of the causes of kidney stones is the consumption of foods high in sodium, such as canned food and fast food. An excellent way to reduce the risk of kidney stones is to drink 1 or more cups of coffee daily, as it helps to remove excess sodium and calcium from the body, along with urine. Despite all of the above beneficial properties of coffee, many are concerned about the question, is coffee dangerous for health? Caffeine is addictive, and consuming more than 700 milligrams of caffeine per day, that's about 5 cups of 150 milliliters of ground black coffee, provokes the excretion of calcium and magnesium from the body. Drinking more than 3 cups of ground black coffee has a negative effect on the nervous system. Caffeine is contraindicated in people with decompensated cardiovascular diseases. Excessive caffeine consumption stimulates diuresis, the process of urine formation and excretion, which causes the kidneys to work hard and irritates the bladder. Thanks for watching. Do you like coffee? And how often do you use it? Write in the comments. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell.